And he was like, dude, is that Fury on your MSN list? Is that Fury, man? Fucking awesome. And I was like, yeah, that's Fury. And he was totally impressed by that Fury on MSN. That shows how what big legends these players were in their time. And Fav is just an amazing undead player. And as you can see, he's able to hold his ground and play this well against one of the best elves at this moment, if not the best elf, Remind. And that is an accomplishment on its own, if you ask me. Especially if you haven't been playing actively for so long. And here the Tree of Eternity goes down by Remind, but take a look at the food counts. Fav is at 50, and I think Fav would have been wise to just unsummon some Ziggurats and get a mine running anyway, but he doesn't have any acolytes left, it seems. He does have 1, 2, 3. They're all at the top just scouting if Remind is building some Trees of Life, but he still doesn't know that Remind built his Tree of Life all the way to the right, and Remind is just fighting this game with just his Spanner and Brewmaster. Now the Demon Hunter got back, level 5, and this is also a crucial moment in the game that Fav decided to split up his army and move the Lich all the way to the other side of the map. There is mana on the Death Knight, but the Night Elf Remind in this case does get some good mana burns off on that Lich, and also the Death Knight is forced to waste a Death Coil, which is really bad in this situation because the Demon Hunter is level 5. He will burn 150 mana. That is 2 Death Coils in one go. So unless you can keep the Demon Hunter at bay, you don't want to waste that much Death Coils unnecessarily. He shouldn't have had to use it on the Lich in the first place. But here the Panorama Brewmaster is level 5, also got his orb. He should get it some mana. That's why he's building the Ancient of Wonders. He's healing his Panorama Brewmaster for mana on his Moonwells. He wants to get that Drunken Haze Breath of Fire, or perhaps 2 separate Breath of Fires would be better in this situation, perhaps. And just to get that off on the units. And luckily for Remind, he still got his 2 Ancient of Lores. The second Ancient of Lore hasn't been scouted, I think, and it didn't die throughout the entire game. So that's great for Mr. Remind over here. He's getting a heal scroll. Don't know why he's going for the heal scroll. Then I guess the invulnerability potion was sold out or something. If Fav bought it, no, Fav didn't buy it. He just didn't, or the Demon Hunter might have bought it. I don't know. I guess. But he's going for the heal scroll instead. Didn't have to waste it over here. And right now Remind is just playing on the Drunken Haze Breath of Fire and then just going back and rejuvenating the Panorama Brewmaster. As you saw, he didn't want to take all the big fights. He's basically just trying to weaken the units of Fav as much as he can, and still his Expo hasn't been scouted, and that was the key point to his victory in this game. That Expo enabled Remind to stay in the game much longer and to eventually grasp the victory with his economy advantage. He's been mining for like 10 minutes now, where Fav has been mining nothing, and that's what really made the difference in this game. And Fav should have scouted it with a shade or something. I don't know why he didn't get a shade. It's also really nice to have when you're playing against Night Elf, a shade, so you can see where the hero is at if you're able to harass, if you're where the Whisper at in the base. Here Invul Pot goes off. Really nice Breath of Fire. One last heal scroll is being used by Mr. Fav. Dryads are dying like well, like what? They're just dying, whatever. I don't really know like what they're dying. And now the Frostworm is taking some heavy damage. Those gargoyles are all burning up, and the Death Knight is manaless, and this marks the end of the game for 4K Fav. For Fav, he isn't playing for 4K anymore. Let's take a look if the Demon Hunter goes down. Nope, the Demon Hunter gets away, and this has been a really excellent game, awesomely played by Fav, and also props to Remind for sticking in this game so long and believing in his victory, because I'm pretty sure I would have left the game if I got owned like that, not even getting some XP on my Panda when in an entire huge fucking fight where I'm losing most of my units. So props to Remind, and Staff of Teleportation is being used, and Fav thinks, nah, I can't win this anymore. He's got too much gold. I'm gonna call good game, and that's what he will do. Good game. And there you have it. The legend leaves the game. Awesome game. Really well played by Fav. Also props to Remind, as I said before, for playing the way he did and surprising Fav with that expansion. But Fav was I'd say Fav was the better player in this match, and it would have been nice to see. Would be nice to see him back in action, but unfortunately we won't get to anytime soon. So that's sad. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a comment. I'd like to know who I'm doing this for, and yeah, thanks for listening, and see you for the next one. Bye bye. Sub WCR, Sasuke back with another game, and we will get to see the games between Remind and Grubby from the Star Wars tournament. Well, yeah, let's just get the game started. We got Remind versus Grubby, and I don't know what the right game is. I got two games which I want to show you, and I'll just start the first one on my desktop. Warcraft 3 was unable to initialize. Fuck you, Warcraft 3. You should be able to initialize. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to start the replay right now. And come on. Go, go, go. Thank you. And we're going to start off with Twisted Meadows games. With the Twisted Meadow game, which we will see Remind going for Ancient of Lores and going for Bears. And I will talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the strategy and what's going on and why they're doing stuff, and so on and so on. So please get it fast forwarded to the 1 minute mark. And if you're there, pause the game. At 6x speed. Yep. I'm at the 1 minute mark right now, and you should be too in a couple of seconds. And we're going to take a look at the base Remind is building. He's going for an altar on the left, Moonwell next to that. Not able to get any units through to the gap between the altar and the trees, and between the gap of the Moonwell and the altar. But there is a hero passage between the Moonwell and the Tree of Life. And take a look at Grubby's base. He's going for the standard altar burrow barracks build, going for Blade Master and Grunt. So we're going to resume the game now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, resume. And what we can see is that Remind is going for a pretty fast scout. Instead of just waiting for his altar wisp to come out, he is going to scout with a wisp he made from his Tree of Life. After he put a wisp on lumber. So what Remind did was put 4 wisp on gold, build an altar. First wisp that pops out builds a Moonwell. Second wisp that pops out goes to gold. Third wisp that pops out goes to lumber, and the fourth wisp is going to scout. And he's right on spot with his scouting. He immediately finds where Grubby's base is, and Grubby's going for a pretty offensive orc burrow all the way to the front. He's probably going to build a shop in front of that. And if you take a look at Remind's base, he's most likely going to build another Moonwell behind the one he's already finished. And he's building a Hunter's Hall. He's building a Moonwell to the right, and he's closing off this base with an Ancient of War, a Hunter's Hall, and a Moonwell. The reason why he's doing that, he's able to build lores inside. He won't be able to get harassed that easily by the Blade Master, and well, yeah, that's basically it. And now Grubby has also, I don't know if he scouted Remind yet. He's moving his peon towards Remind, but he's most likely going to be harassing with the Blade Master, while Remind is trying to harass as well. I know Grubby is he's first going to creep the little forest troll trapper over here, I think. No, he's also not going to do that. He is. He's going back. He's going back. Is he going to creep it? No. He's just going to buy a Circle of Nobility and go to creep the Null Overseers over here. What he doesn't know is that Remind is coming in for some harassment. He's trying to focus down the peons, and he is doing some pretty nice harassment over here, slowing Grubby with his lumber income, thus slowing his tech. But on the other hand, Grubby is able to creep this camp freely, without anything of Remind preventing him from doing so. He does have his wisp over there. He's trying to stall some more time to make sure that the Null Overseer gets some extra hits on either the Blade Master or on the Grunts, because there's no there are no healing salves for the Orc for Grubby at this point yet, because Remind is harassing so well on the base of Grubby. He's going to cancel the Voodoo Lounge over here, and still Grubby low on lumber. He's not getting much income from lumber at all, and Remind is getting some nice damage on that. On all those peons and on the grunts, and is he able to kill this one? Really nice block here by Grubby, saving his peon. But I think now Remind is forced to back off. He does get it for his hunters out, but that isn't able to do much. Grubby did level to level 2, so that's a pretty nice advantage, a hero level advantage that Grubby has. And Grubby also decided to build a Voodoo Launch all the way